Let's learn something with trash bin. In this design, the size of the hole is not the same from the top to the bottom. And that's the power of a variable and expression in Onshape. Hello guys and welcome back to T&Ts. And in today's video, we'll learn a simple way of creating a variable pattern in Onshape. So let's dive in. As you see here in the design, the size of the hole is not the same. Like in the bottom, it's quite narrow but long, and on the top, it's quite wide but a bit short. That's the power of this variable, and we've just created a single linear pattern to create that kind of variable size of the hole. Let's just create a new part, and in this one let's just hide the plane, and I will choose this front plane. Let's press N for normal view, and let's just create this shape. Something like this would be fine. Let's make this 2-point horizontal, and let's add some dimension. Let's say 500, and let's say this one will be 1200, and just a small draft, let's say 250, something like this. Now let's create our simple bucket. So I will use thin, I will use 5mm as a thickness, and I will use this and this, and the vertical one has a revolve shape. And here we go. Before creating of a slot hole, let's first create the variable. In Onshape, when we want to create a different size from it, from the top to the bottom, it's like in programming. So you have to set the initial value. That's what we are gonna do. First of all, just go here and choose variable. In this one, I'll choose any. For any, all the unit, I can use any unit. But for example, if I choose length, the unit should be the distance unit, like millimeter, inches, and so on. That's the same with angle. But I wanna choose any. First of all, because in the slot we have the length and the diameter of a slot. Okay, so for example, I will just name it slot D, and from the Onshape document, Onshape name is case sensitive, so be careful for the name you put on it. Okay, let's try 20. That's the initial value that I need as the slot diameter. Because for the D I mean diameter. Okay, again, let's create another variable. Let's say slot L, and let's say 30, something like this. Okay, and we might not need this one, but let's just put it here, distance, because when I create the linear pattern, there are some set of distance, and that's why I'll just put it here. We'll see if I will use it or not. Okay, maybe 50. Now we have the initial value. Let's put some expression on it. In this one, we need, for example, for the diameter, we need to increase the diameter. The way I will design it is that I will create the slot in the bottom first. As you see in the first design, the bottom is quite narrow but long. The diameter will increase when I go up for the linear pattern, and the length will decrease when I go on the top. Okay, so let's create the variable. I will put the same name in here for the diameter. Okay, and as I said, be careful because Onshape name is case sensitive. I will put it slot D, and the value will be slot D, and let's say +3 every time I create another slot, so the diameter of it will be +3. So the next slot on the top of the first slot we will create will be, the diameter will be 23, and so on will be 26, will be 29, and so on and so forth. Okay. Okay. The same with the length. I will again put any here. Slot L, and as I said, for the length, we will decrease the length of it when it goes up. Okay. I will choose the slot L value, and let's say -2. Okay. You see here, the next value will be 28, and the third one will be 26 and 24, and so on and so forth. Okay. For the distance, I'll just put some random expression on it, but I will use again the distance. Case, yeah. I'll just make it like this. Plus this divided by 3, and yeah, we will see it later. Okay, that's all about the variable. Sorry. Now let's create the slot. Okay, just go to the front plane and press N, and let's create the slot. To create a slot in Onshape, we need a line first, something like this, escape line, and I will make this one as a construction line, and you have to offset it. Okay, so here, not offset but slot here. Okay, now let's just use this one, and that's all. Okay, so let's just put this somewhere, let's say here, and this value will be C. We have 2 slot D here, but what Onshape recognize is the last slot D that we've created. That's why the increment is already here. Okay, see, something like this. And the same for the length, we'll just use the slot L. Now that's the slot we need. After that, let's just use extrude, here, remove, through all, and that's all. Here we go. Here. Okay. Now I want to show this one because I want to use this line. Let's choose the linear pattern, and let's see the magic. Press I will go like this, in this pattern, in this area, choose feature pattern. That's what we need. And check these reapply features. Okay, in this distance, I will choose the value of distance, and let's say 7. In here, I will choose the direction before choosing the features. Okay, so what are the feature we have to choose? Of course, first of all, the extrude. See here, we need to extrude the. When we just choose the extrude, nothing happen. There is no change for the shape. It's just pattern of the first shape, the first size that we set in the sketch. Okay, but we need also to pattern the sketch too. Nothing yet changed, and we need to use as a feature pattern the variable. These two one. See, we already see the change. The change of the length of the slot. See, and the diameter. See, this is great. This is a great feature here in Onshape, and that's all. We have this, and just to finish this design, you just use a circular pattern, and again use feature. Do not choose these reapply features because you only need to use this, and sorry, this one, and the extrude. Sorry, here the extrude. That's the only feature you need, and you just set this, let's say 30, to see how it looks. Something like this, let's say 37, I guess, and that's all. And we can create this variable pattern. Try it yourself and let me know in the comment how powerful is this feature. Thank you guys for watching, and I will put a link in the description below if you wanna explore any further about using expression or some variable pattern, something like this. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.